YouTube, hi, how's it going? Welcome back to more Emergency Skyrim. Emergency Skyrim right now. This is going to be a quick, baby, tiny, small Emergency Skyrim episode. There is no web camera on my face right now. So here's the thing, I think I said in the last episode, I will have little to zero recording time next week. Okay, so last episode, well, look, we need to dial. We need to take these guys one by one. I tried to sprint ahead last time and it was an absolute gosh dang disaster. Okay, Brynjolf's dead already. Great start. Carlisle just said dodge this twice and missed both. I'm in speed mode right now because, like I said, as I've said, I don't have much time to record next week, so I've got to get a backlog going right. And I'm not a fan, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of the Skyrim backlog. I like that I can record them and then they go up like pretty close after me recording them. Unfortunately, needs must right now. That's just a situation we find ourselves in. However, I will say I have like 4 of these backed up. This will be the 5th. And 0 reaction videos. I have one reaction video from like January or some shit that's like waiting to be uploaded. And other than that, I'm pretty much out of reaction videos. So I don't know what that says about my priorities on YouTube right now. But you know what? My friends watch these. I fucking hate. It's just such an annoying mission that, like, the farmer shouldn't be this strong. Yeah, what was I saying? You know what? It is what it is. For fuck's sake, man. And this is the other thing. I'm recording this. If any of my friends are watching this right now, I'm recording this on the Friday, the day after. What? They shouldn't be this strong. They shouldn't be this strong. How come they can kill me in like 3 hits and it takes me about 10? It doesn't. I'm recording this the day after Thirsty Thursday. So for anyone, so if anyone who is watching this who isn't a friend, I went out last night with some mates to the pub, or to a couple pubs actually. See, look at how many hits it takes to kill these things. And this is a regular farmer, by the way. This isn't one of the stronger ones. And I'm nearly dead, so now I have to wait for Brynjolf. Stupid. I don't have a lot of patience right now. So I went out last night, and then I left at like 5, and then I got back at like a little after 1. So it was already, a night out, and then I got home, and then immediately hopped into a call with my friends, and we played. Oh, for God's sake! And now I'm realizing that I haven't checked my mic, so my mic's probably been blowing out this whole time. Oh, for God's sake! Quiet voice, inside voice, and then I got home at like I got home at like 20 past 1, and then I just missed a call, and then I went to the toilet, and then I hopped straight into a call, like I came through the door, and then I peed, and then I hopped into a call with my friends. Yep, my mic was way too loud. My mic was way too loud. Okay, sick, brilliant. It applies its own noise gate, and then every time I have to. And then I went to bed, and then even though I was very tired, because I'd been out for like 7 hours, and then come home and had just enough time to pee, and then was hanging out. It was a great night. Let me say this, fantastic night, and I would do it again 10 times out of 10. Very good night. This isn't. I had a fantastic time with both the pubbing with my IRL friends, and then I had an equally fantastic time with the Genshining with my I don't want to say internet friends, because hopefully IRL ASAP as soon as the opportunity presents itself. But with my opposite side of the world friends, it was a great night. However, I then got in bed and was like, absolutely exhausted. It took me like 2 hours to fall asleep. I was just lying there, and I was annoyed that I couldn't fall asleep, and my legs were aching. I'm gonna die again. My legs were aching, and then I finally fell asleep, and then I had a long-ass Minkus dream. It was a archer, let's go get him. And then I woke up, and then I took like another hour to fall back asleep. And then I woke up and was like, okay, maybe I should do some videos so I can do the backlog. And then my mum was like, hey, do you want to come over at some point this week, and or stay over for the weekend, and I can pick you up now? And I was like, I kind of got stuff on the weekend, and we're like, maybe about like I could stay tonight. Yeah, I could stay tonight. And she's like, okay, I'll be there in like 90 minutes. So now I'm like, like I already was, you know, like the backlog, and then I can't record tomorrow because of the vaccine. But now I can't really record today because I'm gonna go home tonight. So it's all friggin' chaos, dude. So I'm squeezing this in. I've got like an hour from this point. So that's why I'm doing this video now. But I also need to do my Genshin Impact daily commissions. Because the main account, I'm not bothered about the main account anymore. Well, like I'm bothered about the account, but the main account is my vessel for hanging out with my buds and my friends. Like I tend to... My Genshin routine for the night, log onto the main account, see if anyone's on. If no one's on yet, I pivot to the second and just hang on the second until people get on. And I spend my resin and stuff on the main account when, you know, people are ready and wanting to hang out and stuff. But my second account has all the stuff going on. You know, I've got all the quests and everything. I'm kind of just reaching the point now where I'm just kind of getting into the grind. Okay, hopefully the farmers just kill these dudes again. I'm just kind of getting into the grind on the second account. So I have, like, you know, I'm starting to unlock artifact domains, but like I'm still not quite strong enough to get good rates or good drops, but like I'm starting to get there. But I'm level 38, and I think I'm not gonna be able to catch up to Maria now or Josh's second account because they both hit 50. However, Spink's second account is only... Please no, I can't, man. So let's just do all of that all over again, because one farmer is enough to wipe me out. And there's like 4 of them at all times, and literally 1-on-1. That wasn't even 1-on-1, that was 2-on-1. Me and Carlisle were both fighting the same farmer, and we couldn't kill it. Maybe I shouldn't have recorded today. Maybe this was a mistake. But with the amount of quests I have, I've barely touched the quests. I still haven't even unlocked Child. See, this isn't fair. Look how little damage I've done to him compared to me, and he's one regular Falmer. It's insane, dude. I think maybe I could still catch up to Spink, and she's done the thing where we were like maybe supposed to be like sticking on the same world level, and right as I've hit like I'm about to hit 39. She hit 45 and then leveled up, so now I'm like, I've gone from being 2 levels behind to 5 levels behind again. But I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, as you know, if I'm doing my daily commissions, like the last 3 levels have all been about 8,000 XP. So if I do my daily commissions and spend my resin every day, that's like just under 3,000 XP, so that's like over a quarter of a level. And then if I do like when I finally sit down and start to like zoom through and actually do like, I've not touched Spiral Abyss yet. I've barely touched any of the Leeway story quests. And then at level 40 you unlock like 5 character storylines all at once, or character quests or whatever those things are called. So I'm hoping once I finally like sit down and start slamming through some quests and stuff. No, come on, please don't kill me, for fuck's sake, man. I cannot, man. When I finally sit down and get a good run of quests, hopefully I can make up a few levels. But the problem is I didn't have time to do my second account yesterday because I just was on the main account all night. And then also now, if I don't like I could record like 2 or 3 Skyrim episodes right now, but then I wouldn't have time to. I'd miss doing the stuff on Genshin 2 days in a row. So I'm like, okay, let me do 1 Skyrim, and then at least, hopefully, I can squeeze in my dailies and maybe, like, a couple domains before I leave. I hate how strong they are. It doesn't even make sense. So anyway... Now that we have it, and breathe, now that we have a little moment to recollect, recollect? That's not the word I'm looking for. To collect myself. How's everyone doing? Oh my god. And this video is gonna go, and this is like I said, I don't like recording the Skyrim. I don't like the Skyrim backlog. I like only having like a couple at a time of Skyrim, so they're like pretty close together. I like that sort of setup with Skyrim. And to be fair, I can't even get up there, dude. You know what? you freaking well know what? You gosh dang asked for this. I don't even think the second two-handed stuff is even that good. No. If I could look, what's this? Attacks with great swords have a 10% chance to do critical. Attacks with warhammers. Okay, well I'm not using either of those. Okay, so well, you know what? After all that, I looked at my 7 perks and was like, oh, it's over for these guys. It might not be actually. I mean, they'll take the extra 20% damage. That's not as drastic as I was. Okay, you know what? Actually, this one goes out to this one guy being a little tiny baby standing up on the thing. This one goes out to you, loser. Donkey, 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 donkey. I need like a good action song that I can just go to in the moment. I don't know what would be a cool line right now. You know what? This is me online video games, leaning forward in my chair. Actually, no. The whole point is that it's a challenge. Okay, he dodged. I was gonna say I'll go in Furby so I can actually like aim, but then I was like, wait, no. The whole point of the third person is that it's supposed to be a challenge. So it doesn't really. The whole challenge thing isn't a brilliant setup if I'm like going into first person to make it easier when it actually is difficult. Okay, I'll just wait for my magicka to recharge if you don't mind. Just check the group chat. Update, babe. Genshin update? Is there a Genshin update? Oh, dude, why am I playing Skyrim right now? There's a Genshin update. I was hoping one of you guys could go and find. Oh, oh, they got him. Okay, good job, guys. Right, everyone needs to be on their best behavior right now. Everyone needs to be on their best behavior. I'm getting the steel battle axe out. I'm at full health. Okay, this isn't the best start. You guys aren't even here right now. Some practice. Okay. Yeah, get in here. Neither of you are fighting. He said I need some practice and then he's just like looking at a wall. Bro, fight them. Well, feed it then, weirdo. They're just... They're all bark and no bite. They're actual chihuahuas. They're just They're just standing in the background yelling. Anyway, dream check. This is spoilers if you haven't seen season 3, episode 1 of Black Mirror.
Wait,
season 2, episode. Ah, the fuck. Season 2, episode 1 of Black Mirror. If you haven't seen the episode of Black Mirror entitled White Bear, right? Carlisle, please shoot him. Black Mirror. White Bear. Season 2, episode 2 of Black Mirror. This is kind of spoilers because it's a very similar situation. So what was going on was, and this was, I'm gonna barely remember any details here because I never do. I was in a dream and I thought that was the situation.
The entire tower collapsed.
Oh really? That's what happened.
It must be Mercer. We'll have to find another way around.
Mercer was able to knock this thing down. Gods.
It's the key, Brynjolf.
We didn't have any of this time. Oh, it's because I sprinted through last time. I'm gonna drop a quick save. Because apparently this is the hardest video game I've ever played in my entire life. And it was like a weird situation. I can't, like, so many of the specific details are just gone. Oh wait, we didn't have this dialogue when I just came through here. Interesting. Bro, like, how did he's killed one of them, but like, what about the rest?
Shore's bones. Look look at that monstrosity.
It's a dwarven centurion. Very
It's pretty
tough
sick, to
and
be
very
fair.
deadly.
For the weak.
Okay, now hopefully the farmer kill it again. Hopefully the farmer kill it again. And there was this girl, and I guess I was like kind of in school, but like it was weird. It was like this big like kind of future city. Everything was like sky rises and shit, but like clean, pristine sky rises. And then there was this girl who was like, I thought she like wanted to kill me or like hated me, and she was like, but like wouldn't like talk to me, but then was like kind of like she was very non-verbal, like she barely spoke, but then was like causing like issues. Yeah, and I was like concerned about it, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, we got to kind of like partner together for like a project, and I was like, I can't go with this girl because she wants to kill me, I think, or like really just doesn't like me, and I'm worried about it. Okay, very nearly died then. Just gonna keep taking health, man. But then like it turned out that actually it's just one farmer. Yo, glass arrows, though. I'd love that ruby, that rubus. It turns out, like, actually, that she did like me. And that's what, and that she did kind of, like, want to be friends, but then, like, I guess she was, like, non-verbal, so didn't really, and was, like, I don't know, it was a bit, I can't really explain this, but it was weird, and then, like, but then,
Show me you've got what it takes.
she like kept causing like issues, but then I was like, I think this is just the way she is, and it's like it's fine because she's my friend, so I'm gonna like, you know, try and like help her and you know, solve her issues, and like try and like save her and stuff, and like get her whatever her issues are. Is this where we saw? It is, yeah. We were stood up there, right? This is where we saw Mercer. Oh, you go this way and go left. Yeah. Yeah, he was stood up there, I think. But then, like, yeah, she like kept, and it kept getting like worse and worse. But then it was like it was maybe more of a problem because like at first it was like a worry that she was trying to like cause problems for me. But then it was like, oh no, but now it's like my friends, so I'm like sticking by them, and like whatever issues it like may cause to me or whatever harm it may cause to me, it doesn't really like bother me because it's you know, it's for my friend. But then like I can't really remember like how it ended up like culminating or how it ended, but like something went like really wrong, and like someone died, but weirdly I don't think it was me that died. Like she like lost it, like lost control and like tried to attack people, and then maybe she died, I think, and then I was like heartbroken over it. And then like it was like really like I was like really sad about it, like in the moment, and then I like woke up, right? But like in the dream I woke up, and then all of a sudden like all the people, I was in like a room, and you know what the room was kind of like? It was kind of like the house that Eleanor stays in The Good Place, or like at least in the first season or two, as far as I've seen. Like it was kind of like a big open space, kind of, but like a bit bigger, or kind of like the one in the end of episode 2 of Black Mirror.
The stench. This
After he earns his 1 million merits and gets his show, and he gets to live in the nice open apartment. It was kind of like that, but then like all of the people from the dream were all there, and they like all kind of been like hating me for a while, like as if they'd like been setting something up, right? Like this thing with this girl, as things were going on, they were like not like empathetic or sympathetic like at all to what she was going through, or like my situation with her, and like they'd like low-key be like aggravating situations, even though not enough that I was like, yo, that they're trying to like cause problems, but enough that looking back on it is like, oh yeah, they were trying to like aggravate like her or make her feel worse about herself, which was like making her like sort of like retreat back into herself a lot more, and like she was like hiding away a lot more, but then also was becoming a lot more resentful and stuff, so was wanting to cause issues even more, and was like she had like knives and shit that was a bit worrying. And all these people, like, along the way were, like, causing these, like, low-key issues and, like, making things worse. Oh, I remember this place. Yeah, I forgot this was from this quest. Oh, that's just a regular old thing. Yeah, I'll have a little snack. I'll have a little snack, a little munch. Thief's last words. Let's have a look at little look at Thief's last words. Ow. Nobody thought they were real, but I've seen them. The eyes of the snow elves. Oh, those are Falmer, right? Oh, I forget the Falmer are like sort of elf. They're the snow elves, right? The dwarves thought they took them from the Falmer, but they were fooled. Or maybe I'm stupid. Maybe Falmer are just Falmer. What are snow elves then? Snow elves are like a little minkus, right? A statue built in secret by the slaves. The eyes burn into you. So I know it's talking about the eyes of the. But those, yeah, no, those are called the eyes of the Falmer. The Falmer are snow elves, right? I need to end this video like right now so I can do my Genshin stuff. Sarafa escaped through the collapsing tunnel, but he'll never escape what I've seen. Oh yeah, so that's like a little tidbit, so you know how to get out later. Men will never believe him, and he'll be driven mad by the knowledge that he'll never see them again. But I may yet see them before I die. I thought Thalma was snow elves. Okay, whatever. It's no biggie. And then they're all in this room, and like it's a normal, like there's like food out, there's some soda there, and like I go to drink the soda because I remember at one point there was soda in my dream, but like I couldn't drink it for whatever reason. Like whoever was there was like not letting me. So then when I did it, I went to drink it, and then someone was like nah, and then someone else was like nah, let him have the soda. So like I drink the soda, and then I have a bite of this like Jello cube, and I'm like, what's going on? Like all these people that were just like in my dream right now, and were like against me. Now everyone's like here and like relaxing and like it's okay. Like what's going on? And then like they were like, okay, do we tell him? Should we tell him? And now this is where if you haven't seen White Bear and don't want it spoiled, then don't listen to this, because this is basically like what happened in my dream is basically what happens in White Bear. Not specifically, like it's a different situation in a different context, but the general idea. So essentially what had happened was eventually they were like, do we tell him, shall we tell him? And then eventually they start to tell me, and then like, but they don't tell me directly, like I kind of figure it out as they speak, and then the more they speak I kind of start having like flashbacks and remember the situation. And basically what had happened is the whole dream was like a simulation, right? Like I hadn't actually just been in, like the girl wasn't real and all the people weren't real and it was all fake, right? And what happened was IRL, and I don't know if this is actually me or these things are fucking disgusting to look at. I hate them so much. The Taurus Exax Collier, you are in the way. We cannot progress.
You can hear water rushing through these pipes.
Ah, foreshadowing. Ah. This is probably maybe a good place to end it, actually. Yeah, there's a lot of Falmer in here, so maybe this could be a good place to drop a quick save and just start back into the combat next time. So what happened was I had like flashbacks, and I lived in this massive tall apartment complex at the top of it, and I'd done something, or whoever I was in the dream had done something that had basically started a fire that had burned the whole thing down, and I died in it. And as I was having these flashbacks, I remembered my death, like I burnt alive, right? I came out of my apartment, and like the fire was all like coming up the stairs, and it was like different colors, like it was blue and shit, the fire, and everyone was like screaming and freaking out. And then we like tried to hide in the elevator, because the elevator had like metal doors, which is stupid because you just like burn alive in there. It'd be like a big metal coffin. But in the thing we were like, no, these are like thick doors, so maybe we'd be okay. And then like as we were in one of the elevators, we saw the elevator on the opposite, because they were kind of like glass a little bit, so we could see the other people inside opposite. We saw like the rope snap, and it just like plummeted. So we were like, okay, this is a bad idea. So we got out, and then basically like I burned to death in the fire. So I guess in a roundabout way I did end up dying in the dream, but it was in a flashback, so it was different. But it was like my fault. And then I kind of came back to the room, and they were like, yeah, you had this drink that you were drinking. It was like a beer, and you only half finished it. and then left it out in the sink, and then something about this particular beer, if you don't finish it and like leave it out, it makes this gas that's flammable. And then someone else woke up the next day and went to cook breakfast, and it caught. Now that doesn't really make sense, because if it was my apartment, the fire started in my apartment, why would it, like, in the flashback, I came out of my apartment to where the fire was, and it was like climbing up the stairs and stuff. So the origin of the fire would have been my apartment, not from like where the fire itself kind of came from, like the bottom floor, and had worked its way up. So it didn't really make sense logistically speaking. However, what happened was, so I was like, technically, as much as it was an accident, I'd like got the blame for the fire, and like everyone in the building died, like hundreds of people in the building like burned to death. So what had happened was, there was a white bear-esque situation. All these people who were in the previous part of the dream, and then now were in the room telling me what happened, were like actors. And that's technically not what happens in White Bear. In White Bear, it's only like 3 or 4 of them are actual actors, and then most of the people involved are like tourists who get to go and be involved. Well, these were all actors, but essentially they were like hired actors to put me through this like simulation, this like stressful simulation with this girl, of being like thinking she wants to kill me and being stressed about that, and then being like, oh no, actually we can be friends, I can save her. And then, you know, watching her get like, you know, mentally tormented, and like the pain that I had to go through, knowing that I can't help this girl, and blah blah blah, was all just a situation designed to cause like constant stress for me that I just go through over and over and over. So I go through the simulation, I go through all this pain and stress, and then I wake up, and then I realize it's a simulation, and I get my mind wiped, and then I go through it again. And that was the situation. And then we were like, hey, you know, maybe we'll give him a little bit to relax. And then I was talking to this guy, and he was talking about like football or something, or golf, and I was like, oh, what's like, oh no, he was talking about cricket, and I was like, oh, how have England been doing? I was like, wait, shit, like what year is it even in like the real world now? Like, how long have I been dead but like kept alive in this simulation? And that's kind of the last thing that happened before I woke up. But yeah, so that was my dream check for last night. I need to end this episode because I now have like half an hour and need to do my daily commissions very fast. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry it was a bit of a not a good one. I mean, starting the video yelling because I forgot to turn my mic back down after my Windows noise gate that shouldn't even exist, because there's no setting that says it exists, but it does. Turn me all the way up. That was unfortunate. And then I guess the first 10 minutes or so was just complete like chaos, and then frustration. So my apologies for that. I hope you guys are having a great week. Hopefully I can record some of this next week and I can keep these coming out. Otherwise, I don't know when this is going to go up, but I appreciate you guys, and I will see everyone in the next episode. I'm going to do some daily commissions. Alright, later guys. Bonk.